Hello YouTubers, welcome to World Cinema Reviews, and tonight, on this twilight time, we're gonna review Paranormal Activity, the Marked Ones, which means the fifth installment of this found footage franchise. Why am I doing this? First of all, I'm a foreign movie reviewer. I hardly do American films, and only when I do, I usually do really great ones. This is not the, that type of film. I hate found footage. I really do. I think that there are great found footage films which I have really enjoyed, but somebody took that idea, cheapened it, packaged it in a very cheap but oddly looking great package, and now tries to shove it up your butt, charging you $25 for a Blu-ray of crap that isn't worth the DVD is printed on or Blu-ray that is printed on. I mean, seriously. Uh, there were some great films. I can think of the original Paranormal Activity movie. Awesome. In fact, I'm going to do a video about it because I want to prove a point. Found footage can be done right. It was done great on the movie Wreck. On the Spanish movie Wreck. It was great on the remake Quarantine. It was done great in the Blair Witch Project. It was done great in Paranormal Activity. But ever since, it seems that the community in Hollywood said, "Man, you know what? We can just make up any single piece of crap and really just copy some things that worked on the first installment of the movie, and we're just gonna repackage it and feed it to the people, and they're just gonna love it because people are idiots." And sometimes I'm afraid to say that they may be true, because these freaking movies are doing awesome. They take very little money to make, and they return huge returns. That's why you keep seeing more and more. So found footage is a monster that must be stopped. So, how did I end up watching this movie? Well, I can explain that the very first Paranormal Activity was so great that I was pumped up to watch the second one. When I watched the second one, I wanted to almost jump into the screen and severely hurt my head so I could forget about what I just saw. Now, the third and fourth, believe it or not, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to admit that I actually seen. And the reason why is because I actually, in two separate occasions, I was going with a friend and the other one with a girlfriend, and it's like there was nothing on at that time. And it's like, and we were just saying to each other, how bad can this movie really be? And Paranormal Activity 3 was bad. Paranormal Activity 4, I would wipe my butt with. Like, if I had a copy right now of that movie, which I'm never going to have, unless somebody gives it to me for free, and then I will wipe my butt with it. That's my intention, because that movie is garbage. It's so bad that it has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. But having said that, so how did I end up watching Paranormal Activity 5? No, I had enough. I didn't go to the movies. Lo and behold, this guy comes in and sells me some DVD movies there. And I had a bunch of horror movies that I've seen, and they're really cool. There's some that I'm going to do reviews on. And I bought them. I bought them in a package. Lo and behold, Paranormal Activity was among all those movies. The Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Okay, the fifth installment, not called Paranormal Activity 5, because it's a spin-off. Okay. So I have zero expectations. It was late at night the other day, so I decided, what the hell? It cost me next to nothing when I bought the package. So I'm like, all right, so let's just pop it in. And right off the bat, this movie is bad. Okay, this movie is bad, but it's so bad it could be good. Yeah, this movie's okay. Let's laugh together. Right? If Cheech and Chong movies got together in the same party with Colors, the Cop gangbang movie, and Blood In, Blood Out, and they invited Paranormal Activity series, and then they put, um, and then I don't know, just some silly, stupid Jackass videos, one of those Jackass series. They all were in a party, and they all decided to make a gangbang video. And out of that gangbang video, all the movies just had sex with each other, and then they had a baby. And this baby was Paranormal Activity 5. I believe so. This movie is terrible, but it's so funny. You just can't help liking it. I do. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I like Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Oh boy. I just had to make a video. I just couldn't help myself, guys. I hope you guys watch this. I hope I get 50, 60, 100, 20, 100, 50,000 views. Because this, people gotta know about this, alright? Anyways, even if it gets one view or none, I still have to make a video because it's funny to me. So this directed by Christopher Landon, starring Andrew Jacobs as Jesse and Jorge Diaz as Hector. So this takes a, let me tell you what I like with this film. It takes a whole new spin to the Paranormal Activity series. As we know, what I found out, because watching all the stupid freaking movies, I found out that Paranormal Activity movies are pretty much just, after the first one, just freaking copies of each other. Couple or family or little girl that has a little boyfriend start hearing noises and weird things, or seeing the neighbors doing awful weird things. So they just had to set all these video cameras all around the house. And then when the lights go off, or at 1 in the morning, one little tiny things start happening, and then it goes all crazy. And then finally a ghost appears, or something that looks like a ghost, and at the end, and then it's to be continued, and it's so freaking stupid. That's been Paranormal 2 to 4, pretty much. Paranormal 5 threw that motion away. First of all, it goes into the Latino community, and this guy, Andrew Jacobs playing Jesse, he's just a typical Mexican American, A lot of people are bombing this, I've seen some reviews saying, it's just stereotypical. It's I had friends, okay, I'm of Latino descent, and and some other mixes, and the definitely the movies, um, portrayal of them is not that far off. I have friends that kind of acted like that, kind of goofy, going parties in the hood. And I'm from California, I mean, I seen, East LA type of things, and back in San Jose, California, and all those places that are full of Mexican Americans, and seem to party that way. We seem to do things that way, very traditional, kind of mixing traditional Mexican heritage with hip hop culture. So Jesse and his friend Hector end up trying to get a video camera, and what they do get is just this really, really, um, they start to just make stupid videos around that they can put on YouTube, and it's some funny, freaking stupid moments. That's a Jackass segment, I call it. Then they start coming up with other things that are funny, their own behavior and the way they act, and then they start thinking that there's this myth or rumor around the neighborhood that their downstairs neighbor may be a witch, a real witch, and they start snooping around her, and she shoos them off, and that's kind of funny. And then there's something that happens that they can finally sneak into her apartment, and they actually find witchcraft paraphernalia, which I'm gonna tell you, there was some hope to this film. Um, there's the actual picture of the trailer. I don't have the box with me. Oh, I forgot. Anyways, you guys probably seen it. It's a skeleton with a robe, type of like. That's actually Santeria, saint, which actually Santeria means is a mix between Catholic religion and voodoo, or some in the part, if you were from the uh, islands like Cuba or something, it got, and Haiti got mixed with voodoo and African religions, and things like that. But if you were like from places like inland Mexico or Latin America, Central America, South America, it's of indigenous belief. And there's a saint called Santa Muerte, which means the holy death, where you actually worship death itself, which actually, that's freaking creepy. Man, I'm hoping that somebody freaking makes a movie. There's a untapped gold there. And to tell the truth, this film has some genuine, even though they're not very many, but towards the end, there's actual moments where it could be scary. Could be scary. So I'm laughing. I'm seeing a little bit of horror. You know how many times was I scared when I saw Paranormal Activity 4? Zero. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, was it so bad it was funny that I was laughing? No. I almost fell asleep. Like, I don't know why I stayed awake. I think it was the popcorn and the soda kept me awake, kept me in a rush. Otherwise, I would have just fallen asleep. But Paranormal Activity 5 just has some of these things. So the culture is good. There's a part where they do exploit that, where they took him to this cleansing, which is a limpia. Like I said, ethnic horror is one of the best horrors if you can really do it. Oh, Native American horror. The movie Billy. I'm sorry, the movie Horror House. I'm sorry. Um, that from my friends Zuma and Zuma Jr. That's a great movie. Check it out on my site if you guys have time. All those things were really, really awesome. But anyhow, what do I think overall? This movie, it's just wacky, crazy. I don't want to spoil it anymore for you. It's so dumb. There's places that are going to be dumb. There's places where you're going to laugh. There's even a couple of places you can say you may be a little scared. Overall, I think that if you get enough popcorn and you're really bored, you're late at night, and you have very low expectations, very low, you may enjoy this film. So this is, I think the only reason why I did this is just to tell you that there is hope. Somebody can make a good uh, found footage movie. If they only put the time, the effort, the good script, the good acting, you can do it. But it's, if you just slap any single thing found footage and you just sit there and people will watch it a million times, then that's messed up. That's why found footage is going to go down the drain unless somebody does something about it. Just to let you know, I'm doing some more videos on this paranormal activities. Let's see. I think I might even do one on 4 just to tell you how terrible it is. I'm going to do my first rant. I haven't rant. I need to rant against this movie. This movie sucks so bad. Paranormal Activity 4. But Paranormal Activity 5 is quite decent. Watch it if you have some time. Not require viewing whatsoever, but you might enjoy it. I'm doing on October, big news in October. The director series is coming up. We're going to celebrate horror directors all month long. Month of Horror, October. That way I can talk about many, 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 many movies. And you guys stay cool, be blessed, have fun, and don't watch too many found footage movies, because that's really scary. Out.